What's going on, everyone? Gilman with the Wellthy Stocks, back with another Palantir update video, ticker symbol PLTR, where we take a look at how Palantir stock traded today, key levels of support and resistance that we are looking at moving into the future, and based on that, what we think Palantir stock could do. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, don't forget to hit that like button down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on Palantir are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Let me go ahead and hit record. We'll get right into the video. As I'm sure a lot of you guys know, we are down today, almost 7% on the day. Not great trading action for Palantir. Seems like we're doing this kind of zigzag or seesaw. I don't know why I mixed those two terms, but basically going up one day, going down the next day, not really getting a clear trend of what Palantir wants to do, especially today being kind of the day that we were, expecting something to come out of double demo day. Didn't really get that, and then the second half of the day we felt like the overall market did. So let's take a look at everything that kind of happened today, then we'll talk about the price action on the day. So as you guys know, double click demo day happened today, where they talked about the Foundry platform and how it was used by customers across the life sciences and industries, and talking about some end-to-end use cases, clinical research, real world evidence. So some pretty cool stuff. As always, it wasn't super exciting to the normal consumer, right? And that's okay, because we're not their target audience. Their target audience is these big companies that can give them more contracts, right? Whether that's, a big company, big corporation, or it's, the government itself and kind of all the departments of the governments that can give them further orders, right? So here are some of the things that it could do, accelerating discoveries, improving patient outcomes, keeping medical data safe, completing the patient picture. So the stuff that Palantir software could do is actually super, super cool. And I actually wish that there was a way I could, actually work on the software itself in the analytics portion of it. Maybe one day, we'll see. But yeah, industrials, right? Optimizing the value chain from raw materials to customer experience, powering root cause analysis, unlocking high scale, low latency Internet of Things and sensor data, and connecting complex supply chain networks. So the capabilities of what they're offering, if it is as good as they say, could be absolutely phenomenal for the company. And I think that, hopefully some companies kind of take note of this and end up being either consumers of the product in the near future, or if they're already consumers, they spend more money with Palantir. So that was that, in just like a quick snap. If you guys wanted, take a look at it, demo day, talks about Foundry and Gotham used by commercial and government customers. But if you just, Google this and go to palantir.com/double-click, recording will be available within 24 hours of the event. I don't necessarily think that it was the most exciting event ever, but with that being said, I think that the capabilities are great, and hopefully we see companies start to adapt and kind of spend money soon. So now this other article that I wanted to quickly cover is that on Monday, right, I already covered this, but on Monday we got an above average call activity, about 90,000 contract more than it trades. Most action was for the 24, 25, 26 call strikes expiring this Friday. Remember that we did get a nice run up yesterday, so those could just be in anticipation before demo day, and that could be it. So that person, whoever bought the 90,000 contracts, could very well be out of them, but still, if they're not, then we've got 2 more days for their thesis to kind of work out. So quickly wanted to cover that. And then the last thing that I want to talk about is this news that we got around Clarify, using Palantir's data management platform to deliver AI, artificial intelligence, and ML, machine learning algorithms, which is great. Again, they're a leading lifecycle platform provider for managing unstructured image, video, and text data, and they have partnered with Palantir, right? These partnerships are key, similar to the AWS partnership, because every partnership kind of provides more exposure to Palantir, gives them a bigger kind of customer base, so that could be great for Palantir as well. So that partnership is, I think, gonna be pretty big for Palantir as well, just depending on kind of the approach that they take. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because a lot of it is pretty technical, and you know, we don't necessarily, I don't think it necessarily will immediately transform into the stock price. As you can see, the deal was announced today. Don't really see a reaction in the stock price, but hopefully long term, that's good news for the stock. So now let's talk about how Palantir stock traded today. So right out the gate, right, we bounced off this 25.39 and we popped. And that's what I was like, wow, you know, maybe it is happening. Maybe Palantir is finally pushing up. Double demo days making it happen. A very, very short-lived. Matter of fact, you know, here 9:30 market open, 9:37 Palantir hits high of 26, and then it starts to come back down again. So not crazy. Good day for Palantir. Anyway, broke below this level, tried to go above it, but you know, kept getting rejected by VWAP here. And then the next time we went, we tried to bounce at this 24 level, came up, pushed right back down, bounced really close to our 23.62 level at 23.65, pushed up, and then kind of ended the day pretty flat. So ended the day $23.70, down $1.72, which is about 6.77%. That came on a day when, you know, the NASDAQ was down about 1%, Dow Jones was up 0.22, and S&P was down 0.34, and IWM, being small cap, actually was up almost 8% on the day. So not a great trading day for Palantir, but you know, regardless, that's what we kind of saw today with you know, double click demo day again, and we'll get right back into it. So taking a look back at Palantir here, right, we saw you know, after kind of hitting that point, kind of faded in the day, and then taking a look at the daily chart, what we see is that you know, it's been kind of up and down, and we'll talk about that in just a second. If you've seen me for a while, right, we caught the breakout, sold off, ran into earnings, and then lockup expiration, surprise miss, and just the overall market selling off kind of took us down. We pushed up in the 27s, and now we've been, you know, hitting kind of the low 20s, and really struggling to break above the 25 level, as you see in the past 2 days, right? We ended the day right at that level. Today we came right back down, and that's kind of been the story of Palantir, right? Green, green, and then red to give all of that up. Green, green, red to give some of that up. So no, not been trading the way that I would have liked it to, but I'm in Palantir for the long term, and I think long term it will be higher than it is today. So RSI is over here at 47, not looking too bad. Did pull back today, right? So it did go down a little bit. So we're not, you know, at overbought levels or anything, which is always nice, right? Hopefully we don't see crazy pullbacks. But with that kind of push down today, we are once again below pretty much all EMAs, which is kind of frustrating to see with Palantir. It doesn't really respect a lot of those EMAs. In the after hours, right, it's at 2380, which is right at that 89 EMA, so at least it's making a push at that, but it hasn't been super kind of adhering to those EMAs in the past couple of days, right? Here we see it was riding kind of the 8 EMA for a while, so that was definitely nice to see. So hopefully, you know, it starts to go up again. As we talked about, there are some kind of good things that happened with Palantir, right? Some news that we covered. So hopefully that's enough to, you know, kind of start putting momentum in it. I think earnings are in like 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me there. So hopefully we see a little bit of a run into earnings. Let's talk about future levels of support, future levels of resistance coming up for the stocks. The first level here is this 23 kind of 60s that we're pretty darn close to, right? That we almost bounced from today. And so that's the first level. And then the second level is 2277. Now that 2277 is a pretty important level because we've bounced off of it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in the past few weeks. So that's a key level if we do go down there to make sure that it holds. But, you know, kind of good news that I want to talk about is, look, when we were making the head and shoulders, right, the level that we talked about that we needed to defend was kind of this $20 mark. And we actually did that, right? We did that pretty nicely. And now we are starting to push up again. Remember that $20 level was what we talked about being kind of a dangerous level that we needed to watch out for. What we haven't seen though is a little bit of a turnaround and a clear trend on where it's going up. It is going up and making higher highs, higher lows in the longer term kind of in the past few weeks. But kind of day to day has been, you know, ups and downs and not kind of a consistent pattern there. On the upside, we got this 2408 level here and then 2539 Clearly, you could see we suffered at that level today. We briefly broke above it, but came right back down here. Even we tried to go above it, but couldn't close above 25. So really that 25.30s level might be a little bit tough to break. My goal for this week was 25 to 26, which is still not out of the books, but it becomes a little bit hard. So maybe we have a little bit of a green day and end the week between 24 and 25, somewhere here if we have a green day tomorrow. But as always, I'll keep you guys posted on that. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I'll be here with tomorrow, hopefully with another Palantir update video. But that's all I had for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to my channel, comment down below what your thoughts on Palantir are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.